It's a very difficult, tough situation because there are about, I think, more than about 1 crore 13 lakh micro enterprises in India, because everybody becomes an entrepreneur, because when you go out to earn, you earn about 10,000 or 15,000 a month. Instead of that, people start making their own business and earn a living of about 20 to 25,000 rupees. For them, earning becomes a major issue, and after that, falling in line, keeping records, paying taxes, that becomes secondary. That's pushed to the background. And to bring him to the main fold is going to be a big challenge, not only for the association, for the government too. Though we call it MSME, the micro's problems and issues are totally different from the small scale. Small scale is different from medium scale. So even though we combine it together, micro, there are a lot of small associations, but unfortunately, the office bearers of the micro enterprise are entrepreneurs themselves. So their mindset is what the association's mindset is. So yeah, ultimately, people who lead those associations have to have a clear vision on how the industry should be and how the industry should work. And when they talk anything out of turn, and when they bring in the measures that are too much forward and reform measures, immediately there's a lot of resistance among their members. So these guys who are leading the association go back one step and they kind of say, okay, let us leave it and we'll look after it later.
उनका या कितनी प्रोडक्ट है, कितनी सेल है, वो डाटा उनके पास कभी नहीं होता, स्पेशली माइक्रो जो आपने टाइनी या कॉटेज की बात करी, क्योंकि शायद उसका रीज़न एक ये भी रहता होगा कि एक ही एंटरप्रेन्योर है, उसी को मार्केटिंग करनी है, उसी को प्रोडक्शन देखना है.
वो बेसिकली वही हो गया. वहाँ तो पियोन से प्रोप्राइटर वही है, और वहाँ पे उसको आज की तारीख में तो इतना और झमेला, जो सर्विस टैक्स, दूसरे इतना आदमी को इन्वॉल्व कर दिया है, तो उस चक्रों में पड़ते हुए आदमी कई बार नहीं कर पाता है.
भट्ठे वाले ये जान जाएं कि हमको ये सब्सिडी मिलेगी और इसको रखने से हमें बैंक से लोन भी आसानी से मिलेगा, और उसके बाद हमको ये सब्सिडी मिलेगी, और इस सब्सिडी के बाद हम ये मैकेनाइजेशन के तरफ आगे बढ़ सकते हैं, तो वो एक दौर चलेगा, एक विचारधारा बनेगी कि हम रखें इसको और प्रॉपर उसको रखें.
Bankers have their own norms when it comes to funding the MSMEs, because unless they are credit worthy, unless today the bankers are looking at having a rating agency rating their companies. So unless the company is credit worthy, the bankers are not ready to come forward to give any type of financial assistance to these companies. There are few institutions like SIDBI and TIAC, that's Tamil Nadu Industrial Investment Development Corporation. These are certain organizations that give funds to the MSMEs, but unless MSMEs they themselves perform and show the profits in their balance sheet. See, balance sheet should speak about the company. Unless the company has a good balance sheet, no bankers will come forward to give them finance.
See, finding in the difficulty, since due to the market recession, the banks are not coming forward to lend any loan, so they have to repay the loans. That is the reasons we approached the government for restructuring of the debt. Already they have come out with a moratorium for payment of term loans, and also conversion of eroder working capital into capital, or conversion of eroder working capital into term loan. That kind of exercise have been given by the government.
Few companies in the other clusters like Rajkot or Ahmedabad are doing very good quality product at the international level. But unfortunately, what has happened is cost plays a very important role in India, and so in order to kind of satisfy the low cost consumer, people have to compromise on the materials that they use so that they can sell the products at a lower cost and have a larger market. So that plays a very, very important role in as far as the markets in India are concerned.
और बात यह है कि हमारे यहाँ अगर कोई गवर्नमेंट को इन्वॉल्व करते हुए कोई एजेंसी को भी लगाते हैं, तब लोगों को लगता है कि कोई इंस्पेक्टर आके हमारे ऊपर कोई वो नहीं डाल दे.
लेकिन सरकार कुछ भी तो करे, खाली एक ही चीज़ हम तो कोयला मांगते हैं कि हमको कोयला खाली दे दो बढ़िया किस्म का, उससे पोल्यूशन कम हो जाएगा और ईंट की गुणवत्ता बढ़ जाएगी. तो हमें बढ़िया कोयला भी नहीं, ई और एफ ग्रेड का कोयला सब दे दिया जाता है. हम किस फर्नेस में, हमारी इतनी तो एडवांस फर्नेस नहीं है कि हम उसमें सबसे रद्दी कोयले से बढ़िया ईंट बना करके दे देंगे.
See, nowadays most of the XMEs are, as far as Tripura is concerned, they are concentrating more on the production related areas and also market related areas. Whereas as far in the energy front, they are not giving much attention. It has to be given by disseminating information, calling the people, assembling in the local areas. That would be advantageous for it.
और अगर हमारे पॉलिसी मेकर्स फ्रेंडली कोई ऐसा सिस्टम करके कोई इवॉल्व कर ले कि भैया आप आ रहे हैं, हमारा आदमी आ रहा है, आपके इस बेसिस पे एक एक आदमी का एनर्जी डाटा कलेक्ट करते हुए, क्यों हर आदमी नहीं कर पा सकता है, हर आदमी एनर्जी ऑडिट नहीं करवा सकता है।
The irony is government has lot of policies and schemes, schemes that are benefiting the MSMEs, which are essentially the works of the local DIC or district industry center or the local MSME office. They do not really go to the field, spread the message saying these are the schemes available, please come, get benefited out of it. There's one scheme called the Capital Link Credit Subsidy Scheme, CLCSS. How many companies know CLCSS? There are 500 crores lying in the government and nobody is using it. A scheme called NMCP, the National Manufacturing Competitiveness Program. How many? 7,000 crores is what central government is giving, and the company has to pay only 20% in order to implement lean in their organization, whereas 80% is given by the central government. And people are not using it because one is they are not aware, number one. Number two, there is a lot of systems and procedures that they have to follow. Complexity of the system is one thing, but at the same time any such schemes need accountability because the central government just cannot dole away funds without any systems.
सब्सिडी की ज़रूरत क्यों है? क्या प्रॉब्लम?
सब्सिडी की ज़रूरत क्यों नहीं है? हम लोग छोटे इंडस्ट्री वाले हैं, हम 50 लाख की, 2 करोड़ की, 4 करोड़ की, 5 करोड़ की, 10 करोड़ की मशीन हम कहाँ से ले आएंगे विदेश से?
But it's up to the associations, up to the education system, and up to the government to bring in schemes to give them some kind of a comfort, some kind of security, telling them, okay, you come into the tax net, we are not going to tax you right away because you are in a growth phase. We will help you grow, and when you grow, this is the kind of a margin you earn, and this is the kind of taxes you have to pay. So that way both are benefited, and this is the biggest problem in micro and small enterprises, in my opinion, is they don't want to go to the next league. They don't want to go to the next orbit. Unless they go to the next orbit, it's extremely difficult for them because if they stay in the same orbit, the problem is they will never prosper. They will never look forward to increasing their business. They have to have more people to spread this message across, number one. Number two, they have to have more nodal agencies in order to implement such programs. The nodal agencies should be given power to implement such programs. And third, there should be some grassroots workers. You know, ultimately the grassroots workers are the people who matter to go and connect between the central government, the state government, these nodal agencies, and the beneficiary.